Hey everybody, just putting together a little prayer list here. Font Phantom, is there anybody or anything you want me to pray for specifically? Seriously? No! Why? Oh, good Lord. Anybody else? Seriously? Yeah, good point. Okay, so I want to just tell you really quickly about an incredible horror movie I saw a few days ago. It'd been in my possession for a while. I bought it at Walmart, I think, for $9.99. And it is released by IFC Midnight, and it is 2021's The Djinn. And it's a genie horror movie. Now, you can probably count the amount of good genie horror movies that there have been on one finger, probably. That's including the Wishmaster. Wishmaster was, decent. It had its flaws. It had its cheese, but the Djinn blew me away. Completely unexpected. Didn't know what I was in for. This movie was legitimately, in parts, legitimately terrifying, scary, eerie. But the most important thing, the characters had heart, and it was really anchored by the performance of this kid right here, Ezra Dewey. Seriously gave me vibes of a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt, especially from Angels in the Outfield. Remember how young he was in that movie? That's what he made me think of. I'll try to, Font Phantom, see if you can put a side-by-side up. Thank you. But seriously, tremendously talented kid. Just drew me right in. He created empathy for the character. The plot's really simple. He's mute, and he stumbles upon this book that will summon a genie or a djinn to grant wishes. His wish is, you could probably figure that out, being mute to have a voice. But the reason he wants the voice is really multi-layered and tragic and sad. It's not like any genie scenario. I mean, of course, you see here, this is not Robin Williams right here popping out. This thing means business, and it is a legit scary movie monster. He has to get his wish fulfilled without any, spoilers. He has to literally survive the presence of the djinn and banish it after midnight. I'm not going into the plot too much, but the tension is real. And yes, there were some jump scares, but it didn't really bother me as much in this because I think they were justified. Just the performance was so good. And the movie, unlike a lot of other horror movies nowadays, had a lot of heart. That was the main selling point for me. It just had, not just because of the kid, but the plot, the storyline, some of the narrative was just really tugs on your heartstrings, and it pulled it off really well. That's rare when a horror movie can actually believably give you, a sense of empathy for the characters, and you actually care if they live or die. Highly recommend it. It's, like I said, it's IFC Midnight. I'm not sure if it's available streaming or not. Haven't really dug into that, but look it up and you will be well rewarded. Meanwhile, let's do some unboxing here really quick. Again, I just cut the slit so I wouldn't have to wrestle with the packages. Mars Needs Women. Now this, I know what you're thinking, not a horror movie, right? It's actually part of the Midnight Movies, which I have a pretty good selection of. I don't know if you see for the glare or not, but I've got a good little side collection of Midnight Movies. I love them. They're vintage. Some of them very cheesy, but they do have some serious horror gems, such as like Witchfinder General, some of the old Roger Corman, Edgar Allan Poe movies. Vincent Price has a pretty good presence on the Midnight Movies collection, so well worth it. And I was kind of hesitant about this one being a straight up, pretty much goofy comedy. But the minute I saw Yvonne Craig, sold American, any movie with 60s era Batgirl in it, that's for me. Okay, next one is the Princess Blade. Honestly, I read the review and I don't know a lot about it. I just bought it on faith, but I am a sucker for Asian cinema. I'm a real sucker for Asian horror, and I'm a real sucker for Asian action horror. Kind of like the Tokyo Shock gore movies, like Tokyo Gore Police and Samurai Princess, and the ones that are kind of out there. It's kind of looked like it fit the bill, and I got a good deal on it. So I think maybe $4 or $5. So hopefully I didn't buy a tomato. Okay. This one comes with its own complimentary soccer net here. Go! Go! So anyway, oh yeah, 25 mystery classics. I think I mentioned last video I was kind of getting into the noir thing, the thrillers, and this definitely fits the bill. It's got some of the old Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone, Bela Lugosi, and looks like some episodes from selected crime shows or thriller shows from the 50s, 60s. So, good stuff. All right, Font Phantom, anything you want to add? Very funny. Why do I ask? Anywho, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and I will see you next video. Thanks a lot.